Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today I'm here to give you the most basic of the basic set positions in under 4 minutes. I'm not going to list pre-production people or post-production for the most part. Some of them might be on set, so you've got your directors, your producers, your actors. You may have some writers, although that usually comes in more with television. So you have the first assistant director. They will be directing you as to what to do, where you're supposed to be, and when you're supposed to be there. And you listen to them until the director comes over and gives you like more specific performance directions. You may also have a second assistant director, although they might be at base camp or they might be like somewhere else. So next you have production design or the art department. Like if it's a period piece or a sci-fi, like you know because they did it. So on that end of things, you have hair and makeup, you might have wardrobers, costumers, set dressers, people who are moving stuff around. And the next team that you'll have, camera department, usually under the cinematographer or the director of photography. They direct like the lighting, camera, etc. people. Obviously the director has a say in this, but it depends on like the relationship between the DP and the director, in all honesty. So under the DP you might have a camera operator, and then you have a first assistant camera, which is something that I do, where you build the camera, you get it so that it's ready and you can actually shoot on it. Generally pulling focus is something that has to happen. You make sure that the thing's in focus. Then after that usually is the second assistant camera. They do anything from slating or laying marks. There can also be camera loaders if you're shooting on film. You may also have camera PAs. You also have the grip and electric team, or G&E, also referred to as. On G&E you'll have a gaffer. The gaffer does the lighting. They make sure that the lights are there and that they are up and that they are on and that they are the right color and that they are the right brightness, and it just keeps going from there. And then you have the grip. The grip like does all the heavy lifting. But yeah, they do the stands. You might have a dolly grip. You might also just make your grip do the dolly. If it's an independent film, things get real floppy real quickly. Obviously in the union, everyone has their very, very specific job. The camera needs to hang from somewhere. They generally are helping the person who is on camera do that. They have a lot of jobs. They do a lot of stuff, okay? I don't know. They make it go. So next we have electric. Yay, because we need electricity. They make sure that electricity goes through gigantic cables through the set so that the lights can be lit and that the monitors can be lit on, whatever. Like if you're shooting out in the woods or something, electric might also be responsible for getting electricity to base camp so that the producer can run their computer, so that they can send emails, so that the Wi-Fi works, so that the coffee maker works. Yeah. The script supervisor is not an editor, but they check continuity. They take notes and they take pictures. They're very specific and they make sure that the editor has what they need. Sometimes they even pass their notes to the editor. They just make sure that like it can be edited and doesn't not make sense. So you may also have an assistant editor. The assistant editor is supposed to kind of make like a first cut, put things in order. Also, there can be data wranglers, DIT. They make sure that the footage gets from the camera to the editor in one piece. They might upload it where it needs to go. So there's also sound, because most movies need sound. So you may have a boom operator and a boom mixer. You may just have a boom op mixer person. Whoever's running sound, they might lob the actors. They might be holding a gigantic furry microphone over your head. I remember them all. I'm so proud of myself. This has probably been going on for 20 minutes. So yeah, sometimes you see casting directors. Craft can be, it's an own department, like that we're hired to be craft instead of just people who put granola bars on a table. And they provide the food for the whole set for like the whole day. Also on set, you may see assistants or PAs. You might not see everyone all at once. Obviously, if the actors aren't there, you probably don't need hair and makeup yet. And if the set's not built, you probably don't need camera team yet. So you could have 2 or 3 or 4 camera assistants that are first ACs, like A cam, B cam, and then multiple second ACs. If you're shooting something where something explodes, they're probably going to put a bunch of cameras up, because how many times do you want to explode something? Like, let's be honest, it gets expensive. You could see anywhere from 20 to 200 people depending on the size of the set. And this is just so that you don't walk in and you're like, oh my goodness, there are people everywhere. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, see you next time.